Stirling Talks, Stirling Community Radio. Wilson here. Next up, we have John from Seam Junkies. You can find his creations in the Kalpa menswear shop. I'm a fan of the brand, and I love their social media. John, let's get to it here. For people that don't know, what is Seam Junkies?
It's a handcrafted outerwear-based clothing label, just based in Stirling and Kalpa menswear, and hand-make jackets, smocks, parkas, cagoules, and the odd bucket hat with my offcuts when I have the time.
So I'm a fan, and following along on social media, we're going to get into all of that here in just a bit. How did Seam Junkies get started?
I started at the end of 2021. I had been trying to start for a wee while, and I had made a few jackets during kind of COVID, and people seemed to like them. I posted them on my social media, and I was approached by one of my wife's friends, and he's got a shop in Glasgow. It was Social Recluse at the time in King Street. He offered to put, if I made some up, he would sell them in his shop. And so I done that, put in a few. They sold pretty well, but I was still working at the time in my local alteration shop. Yeah. So I ended up still doing that, working in the shop, selling the jackets, had my website running, and I decided to start doing them made to order rather than making them all up front, just based on the cost of the fabric and how quickly I could sell through them.
So I want to get into that a little bit as well here. The made to order, there's not a lot around these days that's kind of made to order. It's not. There's a difference here. There's a little nuance here with your made to order, right? Because you've got sizes, and then you kind of tweak those just a little bit for the individual, right? Tell me more about that.
Yeah, it's basically, it's not particularly made to measure. It's made to order. I do have a sizing system, and it's on my website, or you can come in store, try on a size. I can alter the sleeve length or the body length, whatever you kind of need. But if somebody is looking for custom made to measure, I will do that if you're an odd size. But I'd ideally bring you into the shop, do a couple of fittings with some samples, make sure everything. Yeah. If you're happy with it, I'm happy with it, then I would make the final.
If you like your sleeves a little longer, you can do that. If you like them a little shorter, that's what we're talking about.
Can do anything like that, yeah.
So we're sitting here in the shop now. Seam Junkies again. This is Stirling Community Radio, Stirling Talks, and I'm looking around, and we've got all kinds of different colors of thread and fabric, and we've got all your sewing machines out here. This is a bit different than when you started before here being in the shop, where people can actually come in and see what you're doing and watch that. Is that different for you, kind of having your space away, and now you're here kind of on display a bit?
Yeah, I need to say I do prefer working in my workshop by myself and listening to podcasts, but Carol's music choices aren't completely horrendous, so I can deal with that. But I don't mind people coming in and watching, and encourage people to come in if they want to see even their own jacket being made. But just to be aware that they could be in here for 8 or 9 hours if they want to see the full finished result.
Well, and so it takes you. I mean, you've got a couple hours on these things, don't you? Each one.
Yeah, some of them. It really depends on the item. Some of them can take me from cutting out to the finished garment about 4.5, 5 hours. Some of them can take up to 12, just depending on the finish. But that also depends how often I stop during the day and talk to anyone or go a wee wander.
Yeah, how many times some radio station guy comes in, wants to chat with you, so that's good. So I want to talk about a bit more about the jackets and all that, and everything, and the difference in the fabric, because I think that's very interesting. One thing, though, I do encourage everyone listening to follow along on your social media, because that was kind of one of the first things that attracted me to kind of the style and the brand of what you've got going on. I've mentioned this on previous shows. I'm an old guy. I'm not that hip. And yet I still kind of feel like I feel pretty cool in this. And this is something that maybe I'm like, well, if I can pull this off, you can pull it off as well. Your social media does a great job of telling your story. How important is that to you? Because I know you're doing most of that, right?
Yeah, at the moment I'm doing it all, and I do struggle to always remember to post on social media, especially when I'm busy making jackets. I occasionally forget that I need to do that as well. But I do try my best, and I'm forcing myself to be in more of
Yeah.
the reels and the posts, just to try and be a wee bit more visible. They seem to do it a wee bit better rather than if I use just the jackets or some mad TikTok filter on it to get my point across. But
I think people. I think it was something like this, with it being so local and so personal for people. I think people enjoy seeing, the face behind, the brand a bit, and it's very much you and what you do. I'm leading into this right now because we are a radio station here. I love your music choices on there that you have, and that really seems to play in well, to me at least, with the brand and with the style. Tell me about that.
I take far too long to pick the music for any of the posts. I'll literally sit.
It's important though. I mean, to me, it's important. The music makes the vibe.
Yeah, I waste a lot of my time, a hell of a lot of time just sitting going, nah, I don't like that one, like that one.
That makes me feel better because my wife has listened to me play a snippet of a song here, a snippet of a song there, over and over and over again.
Yeah, my wife can definitely tell when I'm trying to do some kind of post because she starts staring at me saying, why are you playing that song again and again? So, but she gets used to it.
So there are some themes though that I noticed. There's a bit of, to me, a bit of a '90s vibe, maybe a little bit. I don't know.
There is definitely a '90s vibe. I don't think I've listened to any new bands from the '90s, so
yeah.
I think I'm just kind of stuck there.
No, it works for the brand. I mean, it definitely does. I will say, and I've mentioned this before on the show, if you're a fan of the 90s stuff, check out Waverly. They're a new band who we've actually, hopefully we're going to have on soon. I enjoy them a lot. Just throwing them a little plug anytime I can. Okay, so we've mentioned the brand a bit. We're going to tell you more about the jackets and the brand and what you can get and the fabrics and all that kind of stuff. But talking about the music, I'm putting you on the spot here now, pal. I did not tell you I was going to ask you this, right? What was your first concert that you went to?
My first concert was meant to be Nirvana.
Oh, wow.
But unfortunately, that didn't happen, the gig.
Yeah.
And I actually sent my ticket back to get my £12.50 refund, and I'm raging that I did that at the time. A couple of my friends have still got their tickets, but I think not long after that, I think I ended up at Tea in the Park in Strathclyde Park in 1994. I think that was basically the first gig I had been to, or gigs or concerts. So.
Yeah, who there anybody memorable performances from that?
Yeah, if I remember correctly, I seen Oasis, I seen Blur, and Teenage Fan Club.
I haven't heard any Teenage Fan Club. It's been ages, so let's get some of that going. Going out to the Calpa crew, I do hope you're listening. It's Teenage Fan Club on Stirling Community Radio.